The Pig War of 1859, the most absurd war in history. Imagine two world superpowers, the United
Get out of my
States and the British
potatoes, you
Empire,
thief!
going to the brink of war, all because of a pig. The plot. The setting, San Juan Island, 1859.
You
Both
blasted pig!
Americans
Get
and
out of
British
my
citizens lived
potatoes!
there,
That's
but
it!
nobody knew who truly owned the land.
This pig
The
belongs to a
incident.
British man!
An
Cutler
American
must be
farmer named
arrested!
Lyman Cutler found a large black pig eating his potatoes. In a fit of rage, he shot the pig. The escalation.
I am king
The
here.
pig belonged to a British man. When the British threatened to arrest Cutler, the U.S. Army sent soldiers to protect him. Britain responded by sending 5 massive warships and over 2,000 soldiers. The standoff for several weeks, the two greatest military powers of the time stood face to face, fingers on their triggers, waiting for someone to fire the first shot. All of this over a potato-eating pig. The conclusion. When news reached Washington and London, officials were shocked. They realized how ridiculous it was to start a global conflict over a farm animal. A treaty was signed, and the war ended peacefully. Mind-blowing fact. The only casualty in this entire war was the pig. Suggested captions for your video. How a pig almost started World War Zero. The deadliest potato thief in history. History is weirder than fiction. The Pig War of 1895. And now next door, very unusual, you might be subscribed me, the Great Emu War, the time an army lost to birds. Imagine a highly trained military, armed with heavy machine guns, losing a war to a bunch of flightless birds. This actually happened in Australia in 1932. The plot, the enemy. After World War I, around 20,000 emus, large Australian birds, invaded farmland in Western Australia, destroying crops and fences. The mobilization. The Australian government didn't just send pest control, they sent the army. Soldiers were deployed with Lewis machine guns and 10,000 rounds of ammunition. The battle. It turned out that emus are incredibly fast and smart. They split into small groups, making it impossible for the soldiers to aim. One commander even noted that the birds had leaders who stayed behind to watch for the army and warn the others. The humiliating defeat. Despite firing thousands of bullets, the soldiers only managed to take down a tiny fraction of the birds. The emus were too fast, too tough, and surprisingly strategic. After a few weeks of failed attempts, the military was forced to withdraw in shame. Mind-blowing fact. The birds suffered almost 0 casualties compared to the number of bullets fired. The official report basically admitted the emus won. YouTube strategy for MindSnap won. Catchy title, Australia's most embarrassing war. The army versus 20,000 birds. They lost. Why you should never fight an emu too. Description. In 1932, Australia declared war on birds. Yes, you heard that right. Armed with machine guns and thousands of bullets, the military took on 20,000 emus. The result? One of the most hilarious military failures in history. Subscribe to MindSnap for more weird history facts. Greater than 3. Tags: Emu War, Weird History, Australia, MindSnap, Funny History, Military Fails, Nature, Animals, Documentaries, Shorts Pro Tip for your video. Since you used CapCut last time, try searching for emu running or old military footage clips to overlay. It adds a great historical feel. Have a got day. Good